2018. Of course, this is the first show live on GNTV. I'm Pamela Boateng. Nothing short of quality conversation right here on the show. And I don't do this talk alone. Of course, I've got my aide here with me to aid me in my talking.
Right. So you're very much welcome to the first show once again, as she said. And we will definitely get you into the most important issues to discuss. So issues worth your time is what we discuss here on the first show. Some of the trending issues include the fact that, well, officials of the Communication Ministry have gone to Parliament to explain how the Ghana card, attaining the Ghana card goes, and why it is necessary for us to even add voters ID card as part of your registration processes. Meanwhile, we're also hearing that if Ghana card's registration goes on successfully, it's going to be really a good means to tender your rights to vote. How is it going? Minority is kicking against it. They're saying that, well, that is against our law. So unless you amend the law, it's not going to happen. How will that also pan out? We're following up and we'll bring you details as and when it becomes necessary. Today, we'll touch on...
Definitely, we'll be getting into that and other political issues in the dailies. But today's topic for the first talk, we are continuing. It's a serious talk on the health facilities we have in the country and how medical attention is rendered to patients. Today, we'll be sitting down with people in the wards, nurses, doctors, people in the medical field, and having their side of the story. Yesterday, we gave our side.
Yeah.
But it's about time we heard from them as well.
Well, yesterday you spoke for them a bit.
I appreciate that. I looked at things from a broader perspective.
Well, I think they appreciated you better and thought that, well, Annie and Joseph, you guys know, but well, health is important. Health is the most important thing before we can even vote anybody into office to rule us, before we can do anything in our lives. So health is first. Definitely. Now we are trying to tread on this road cautiously and make sure we get to a successful bottom for all of us to benefit.
But I'm really excited what ensued in Parliament yesterday. The Speaker asking or calling for the criminalization of the no bed mantra.
Exactly.
I'm excited about it.
Well, so Parliament is also going to probe into this matter, the 70-year-old man issue, and see how far. Well, not that anybody who has gone through this situation is not important, but I think at some point we use a case, to run an issue, and that's why we are all going through this. And we'll make sure that we assist you. And it's not just on this platform, on GNTV or on the first show. Other media houses are all now engaged, and we all have to put hands on deck and make sure that we get to the bottom.
But we are spearheading the hashtag Save Lives Now campaign. We are joining everybody, including yourself, all those who called yesterday. Join us in this campaign, hashtag Save Lives Now. So let's get social on social media at GNTVGH on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Tweet at us, hashtag Save Lives Now.
All right, so we will get to you with our cameras, and then you would give us your message on the hashtag Save Lives Now. It's time for us to take the Be Motivational message. And the message for you today, what was selected by producers, said the seeds of success in every nation on earth are best planted in women and children. The seeds of success in every nation on earth are best planted in women and children. Former President of Malawi, Joyce Banda, is the one that gave this message. So Joyce Hilda Banda was born 12 April 1950. Is a Malawian politician who was a president of Malawi from 7th of April 2012 to 31 May 2014. So she is a founder and leader of the People's Party, created in 2011, an educator and grassroots women's rights activist. She was Minister of Foreign Affairs from 2006 to 2009 and Vice President of Malawi from May 2009 to April 2012. Banda took office as president following a sudden death of President Bingu wa Mutharika. And so that is the message Banda is giving us today. And she says that the success of every nation is planted in women and children. True or false?
Very true, Annie. Really, very true. Because the powers women wield, not to talk of the power they influence onto their children. So I think I perfectly agree with him. If this woman were to be alive today, she'd have been part of the Pepe ministry. Trust me.
I remember a question that was asked by Adamu Seydu. Why is it that you guys, when you want to get to us, you want to get to us through our wives
and children?
And we say, well, the wives are the CEOs of the house.
But it's true, really. I mean, women really wield power, and the more we allow women the space to operate, we will see the change in society. It's just about giving women the chance to operate. That is it.
Okay, let's cross over for the newspaper headlines.
But Annie, before we do that, let's acknowledge our sponsors on the show this morning. A very big thank you to EcoSpa Mineral Water, the mineral water that revitalizes you instantly. Natural mineral water packaged at source hygienically. Next time you want to drink water, look for EcoSpa Mineral Water. Revitalize yourself with EcoSpa. For bulk purchase, contact them on 0241 870 948. And Father's Day is just around the corner. Annie, I'm excited about it. You have anything for your dad yet? Or are you still thinking?
Well, I am still thinking. Honestly, whenever we celebrate, I'm not going to say, but whenever we celebrate Mother's Day or Father's Day, I think I'm very much balanced and neutral.
Anything,
because I'm a grandmom's daughter.
Okay.
I didn't spend my childhood time with my biological parents, so there's a little bit of disconnection. Sometimes my parents are jealous, but
it's okay. It's allowed. But to all of you out there, here's what we are doing here at GNTV on Father's Day. A father is really somebody who holds you when you cry. A father is someone who wants to catch you before you fall. A father is someone that holds your hand at the fair and makes sure you do exactly what your mom says. He walks you down the aisle and tells you everything is going to be okay.
That's my favorite part.
That's your favorite part.
He walks you down there.
So you know what? Join us at exactly 7:30 a.m. on Friday, 15 June 2018, as we celebrate the greatest gift from God. Call and answer questions on the first show and win amazing prizes for your fathers this Father's Day. Here at GNTV, we say our fathers, our heroes.
All right. So you're still watching the first show, Issues Worth Your Time. Let's cross over for the headlines. Welcome back. Now let's take the headlines of the newspapers, and Pamela is here. We'll go take you through it quickly. Looks like we have more papers today than okay. So I start off with the Daily Graphic front page. It says that High Court freezes GFA's activities, injunction to hold for 10 days. Now I'm hearing some of the GFA officials now on air apologizing. Ghanaians, please forgive us and be patient with us. I mean, I like that. You know, sometimes when the heat is on, you don't have to take, you know, the attacking kind of attitude. So I think it's a good thing you have started. Calm us down, because we're very angry. I must confess, we're very, very angry. So calm us down. Let's see how we all go through.
But I'm really sad for investors who have pumped in money into the Football Association. Let's take a look at Fresh Pack. Let's take a look at Xylophone Cash. See the amount of money. So what happens to the players? Does that mean they are not going to be paid? What happens?
I think this is a crisis that all of us admit that we are in crisis. So everybody, even if some finances must go into certain areas to players, whoever, they will not understand that at this point in time we're trying to get even before we can. Well, it's rather unfortunate, but everybody would have. That's a problem of corruption, that you think that you're in your corner doing your own thing, but it affects. So somebody travels on the road, there's an accident, somebody dies just because someone pocketed the money that was used for the construction of the road. So that is what the problem really
indirectly
is. It affects exactly. So that's what it is.
But stay calm to all players out there. Hopefully we are trusting the presidency and government to come up with the best solution ever to revive the football.
Well, most of the players feels vindicated anyway. Yeah. So let's go on to other headlines. Don't turn patients away. GHS directs all government hospitals. Quest shows Russia 2018 in Africa, and then we also have Volta Lake Transport needs capital injection to survive. And well, for the doctors that we're told that you shouldn't turn away patients. Like I said, talk is cheap. You know, you always say it, but you do the other.
So, and I'm also hearing they are going to set up a committee to investigate. The word is investigate people who turn away people just because there are no beds, and also to criminalize the issue of paying for the bed before you are tended to.
I don't know.
Cash on the table before you are tended to.
I am gradually losing hope in this country.
Don't, Annie. There is
I hate the word investigate. Must I repeat it?
No, but this should give you the fever or the aura we are feeling now. Should tell you that something is happening.
Right now, my fever is directed at the World Cup.
Something is happening. But hey, let's find out what's on the front pages of the Today newspaper this morning. Ghana youth go wild over bloody clash. You can find that on page 2 of the Today newspaper. And still, probe GFA xylophone due. That is coming in from CVM, and you can see a picture of Razak Kojo-Poku, founder and president of CVM. Why is he asking?
It was honestly it was one of my first click when the Anas number 12 blew up. It was my first click because we know xylophone is investing in a lot of things, and the moment they had this deal with GFA, I was like, do we have to go into that deal too? But we didn't have cameras around when they were striking the deal, so we don't really know what happened. But it will make sense for us to go into it, because now everything is on hold. They cannot progress on anything for now until further notice.
Yesterday, Halifax, the communications director for Xylophone Cash, has spoken, said they're just monitoring. They're just in a very quiet mood, monitoring and observing what would happen. They are not going to terminate their contract because none of the parties have breached it. So they are just monitoring and hoping that things will come back to normal,
that they went into a good deal,
and probably continue with their investment.
Or they actually went into a good deal.
Make Ghana
well,
great
the publisher.
Again. Well, still on the front pages of the Today newspaper, GFA banned for 10 days, and a picture of Kwesi Nyantakyi there. And Alban Babin finds himself on the front pages of the Today newspaper, and he punches.
And on my Facebook wall,
he punches Mahama. Oh,
the man said you. Oh my goodness, it was an animal farm government. Monkey they work, babu they chop business kind of thing. Wow. He hit hard. But the publisher newspaper front page says that court bans GFA. That's also here. MPs get Ghana card as minority stage boycott. They said they're not going to be a part of illegality. We have not invited GEPA boss. Yoko is talking. Ghanaian workers earn $2 a day. In this country, but why are we using even dollar to calculate our minimum wage? Whatever, man. I rank assemblyman witness. I rank assemblyman witness tells court. Okay. NIB provides free database to government. That's also on the front page of.
All right, so let's go to the Chronicle newspaper, and you can see a picture of Ken Ofori-Atta, Finance Minister, and Kweku Ofori-Esiama, Minister for Transport, and $300 million rent waiver sparks row at GPHA. Still more controversies with the Ghana Port and Harbours Authority, and Akufo-Addo calls for unity amongst ethnic groups. We'll take a pause here and invite.
So let me go on to the phone lines and speak with lawyer Abeku Dixon, who is a private legal practitioner, and he's joined us on the phone lines. Lawyer, I thank you so much for joining us on the Fresh Show. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, lawyer, let's go straight to the point. We know the action government has taken against GFA just yesterday, and we know how the officials are also responding. What's your first legal reaction to this action?
Well, I think that's proper and appropriate because the application was ex parte. Ex parte means that the other side was not given a chance to respond to the application.
But they said they were giving
ex parte. The court wouldn't give you an injunction that will last for too long. So they normally give you 10 days, so that within the 10 days you be able to notify the other party, so they can also respond. And that also means that you have to repeat the application for a longer period of injunction. So I think that's appropriate and support the rules.
So the GFA officials yesterday indicated that the notification from the court came rather late, and so they didn't have the opportunity to be in court for this process. Does that really affect anything? If it's ex parte, does that really affect anything?
It doesn't. It doesn't, because really, even though it's ex parte, sometimes if you hear of it, if you're on the other side and you hear of it, you can make a presentation before the court. But the assumption is that you will not get the chance to be able to respond. And that is why the court will not grant any period more than 10 days.
Wow.
It's the maximum that they can give, that they can grant for an ex parte application. So it doesn't really change anything. They now have the chance, after the 10 days, to respond if the Attorney General repeats the application for a longer period of injunction. So it doesn't really change anything.
So within this period of chance, what can happen? Because you know the GFA always, we're talking about autonomy for the body. What can happen within this period legally?
Well, an injunction means that the GFA is stopped from having anything to do with the GFA's activities and its property. So it gives, in this case, the government, represented by the Attorney General, the opportunity to do certain things that they think that is necessary to do to preserve the properties of the GFA or to take certain actions in terms of investigation. And it has to last within the 10 days. If they need more time, they need to go back to the court. But this time on notice. Notice means that this time you have to give the other party the opportunity to also respond or explain or tell the court why the injunction should not be granted.
Wow. So it means they can also go to court and tell the court why injunction should not be granted.
Yes, of course. If they accept a second application, that is if the Attorney General is minded to go back to the court for a longer period of injunction, which I suspect is what will happen, then they will have the chance to respond, to also explain to the court why the injunction should not be granted. The principle is that our system of justice always requires that both parties must be given the chance to be heard. So if an ex parte happens because you treat it as an emergency, because it's an emergency, you are not able to serve the other party and wait for them to respond. Otherwise, certain things might go wrong. So we hear only one side, and then the court grants the injunction. But because the court wants to be fair, it will not give you an injunction for a long period. It won't give you an injunction for more than 10 days. So that is why this was done. And if they want a longer period, they have to apply and give the GFA the chance to respond for a longer period of injunction.
Looking in the face of all that is happening, from a legal luminary like you and from where you sit, do you think that we are being fair to the officials of GFA? They've raised issues of legalities concerning how the recording was done, how some lawyers for some of the members caught on tape even are saying that everything that was carried out by Tiger IPI was an act that they can even defend in court, that this was an act, because you are not official of AHAT, you're putting yourself as an official of AHAT, and you're going into such deals. And so there are more issues that they can actually put up in court and have them win this case and not even make the members guilty. In the face of all this, do you think we're being fair to GFA officials?
Well, fairness is what has been determined by the court. And as a matter of fact, what the GFA is saying are their opinions at this point. They'll be given the opportunity to present those opinions in argument before the court. And then the court will determine it. And what the court determines is what we call fairness. If you think that is wrong, there's always an appellate process. You can go up, make an appeal for it to be reviewed. So I think that in terms of fairness, I mean, they are being fair. I mean, they have already been positions where people said the GFA has been dissolved and all that. And it has come out clearly that that is not the way to dissolve the GFA. And so now they are trying to go through the legal processes. And that is why I believe government has gone to the court. First, for an expert with an expert application for an interim injunction, which in this case is for 10 days. I expect that they will go back for a period longer than the 10 days. At that one, GFA will be given the opportunity to present the argument. And I believe that in that case it will be fair. If the arguments are superior, if the arguments are more in line with the law, I also expect that the courts will grant them what they're also looking for.
Right. Lawyer, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Right, Lawyer Abeku Dixing is a private legal practitioner for that matter. Yeah, so just quickly, let's just finish this one. Daily Guide also says that Kwesi brings World Cup to Africa. Court stops GFA, that's what we spoke about with the lawyer. Jubilee House girl suspended, and we're told that she made some comments that's against the women movement. Pepperdam Ministries, whatever.
No, she is part of Pepperdam,
yeah,
and she made some very unsavory comments, very tribalistic comments as well, against foot soldiers.
Yeah,
and of course didn't go down well with the presidency.
I don't know how long she's gone for, but she's been suspended. Nana hosts
Alpha, I think for 30 days or
30 days. Yes. Okay. So Nana hosts Alpha Conde here in
the Guinean
president
is coming to Ghana?
Yes.
Oh, great.
So that's also there from the Daily Guide newspaper.
Alright, so I think we'll wrap up with the headlines this morning and make way for the sport mistress Matilda Adimedo to give us some sport updates on the First Show.
So it's time for Sports AM, and the beauty is here, Mistress of Sports. Welcome.
Thank you very much for that warm reception.
Yeah, today you gave me the orange.
Oh, please.
The orange eye. Just let her blink and you won't listen to the sports again.
The World Cup colours are representing on your eyelid.
Are you doing World Cup colours?
Of course, I'm doing
so
that.
So what team is this?
Oh, today I'm representing partially the Netherlands, Brazil. In fact, I'm representing all the countries.
But hey, it's tomorrow.
I know.
It's tomorrow. How excited are you?
I think that let's do it this way. Next time we'll do a sticker a bit. Well, it's starting on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So Thursday, we will we'll keep it as a surprise. We'll come with our World Cup colors. Take over.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the Sports AM, and we're going for a quick breather, and we come back and take the stories.